Good morning, third grade. Happy week 5. You only have 3 more weeks after this week. Okay? Now, here's what I wanted to pick up from last time. A couple of you that sent me pictures forgot to color in your eyes. And don't forget to leave a little highlight in the same spot in both eyes, okay? So that's the first thing I wanted to show you this morning. Or afternoon, depending on when you're watching this video, of course. All right, so the next thing you're going to do is we're going to add our scales on our koi fish. And I'm using a Sharpie. If you want to use a pencil first, you can. If all you have is a pencil, fine. Black crayon would work. But I like how bright the Sharpie is on here. You want to go in between the last ones. So like if there's 2 fins right or scales right here, I want to go right between here. You see that? And then right between there. You don't want them to line up because then they look better, okay? So, and I've had some people do their scales really close to each other and some people do their scales a lot bigger. So it's just kind of up to you how you want to do them. Probably ought to be about the same size all the way through. Don't make some enormous and some tiny, okay? And actually they could get a little smaller towards the back end of the tail, okay? And I know that one class probably already has this done. Or if you only did it in pencil, then go ahead and do it in Sharpie today. Okay. They're starting to line up, aren't they? So I'll go in between. Feel free to pause this video if I'm going really fast for you. Just pause it and then pick back up when you get done making your scales. I'm just going to make them real quick here, hopefully. So the first part of your assignment this week was to talk to a family member about the history between Japan and the United States. So do you remember anything about what we talked about in class with that? Remember, Japan gave us the cherry blossom trees as a gift. And what was it, 1918, I think? I could be a little off on that at this point. Okay, so Japan gave us the cherry blossom trees. The first batch died, so they had to send another batch of 3,000 trees. And in World War II, do you remember what Japan bombed? Because we didn't want them to invade China. Do you remember what they bombed? That was the United States. They bombed Pearl Harbor, right? And then we came back, and what did the United States do? They dropped atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, right? And actually, there's probably people in your family who like history a lot that could tell you a lot more than I know. Just like me, I asked my dad for some of that and looked online. It's kind of interesting. And then we helped Japan rebuild, didn't we? We felt that, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so the cherry tree is a symbol of love and friendship. And the koi fish, I have to look that up again. It's a symbol of good luck, right? Is that right? So as you see, I'm going to get a little smaller the further back I go towards the end of the tail here. Sometimes they line up accidentally. So then I have to get back on track by starting in the middle instead of starting on the end. Are they getting any smaller? I guess they're getting a little smaller, aren't they? Now when you get this project done this week, well, the part that we're doing today and this week, feel free to text or send me a picture somehow. I also have all of you on Google Classroom. If you want to send me a picture there, I'll make an assignment called Koi Fish. Okay, so if you can see, my scales are a lot smaller and closer together. If I knew how to speed up videos, I would do that for you, but I really don't know how to do that. And if you haven't done your family drawing, you could do that. I got a few back. Okay, so that's one side. Do you see anything that I'm missing here on my koi fish? I'm missing the other side. Right? Do you remember what koi fish, where they started? Over in China and Japan. And they're a type of what? Do you know what type of fish they are? Type of carp? Some of you probably catch carp sometimes when you go fishing, but they're not quite as pretty as koi fish, I hope. Unless you're fishing in like a koi fish pond, which is kind of scary. Hopefully you guys get out and get some exercise later today and this week. I heard it's supposed to be really nice. I know my kids will be outside lots. There. Okay, so that's your next step. Also, koi fish have another little set of fins in the back. So that was kind of a weird one, sorry. That almost looks like a holly leaf. Okay, so you have little fins in the back, you have big fins in the front, you have scales, okay? The only other thing we're going to be drawing on our koi fish is the nostrils. So I make little ovals up here, and see my nose is off, so we're just going to kind of go with it, okay? Actually, I could pull that over here. And then I am going to have to fix that because I totally messed it up, but I had to hide my whiteout, so we'll have to get that out later. Okay, so fins, the little back fins, all your scales, and your nostrils. Okay, and don't forget to color in your eyes if you haven't done that with black. And then I'm going to actually post another video of painting our koi fish. I'm using watercolors, but you could use crayons or colored pencils or just whatever you have at home, okay? So I will do that for the next video. All right. Thanks, guys. Do your fins and scales with Sharpie, and then your second video is going to be the color, okay?